Hey everybody, Tim here for today's episode of The Bad Batch, Season 1, Episode 3, Replacements. So, as you can kind of tell by the title and where the Bad Batch story is taking place, like when it first started, I thought it was actually going to be like more in the Clone Wars. I was sure we were going to see Order 66, but I didn't think it was going to be like the first like 10 minutes of the series. And so this is already a little further out of the Clone Wars and more into like the Empire than I had expected it to be. So, like as you can tell by the title, Replacements, like they're starting to get away from the clones, which actually that's what I find really interesting. Like they've kind of mentioned, I think it was in the Clone Wars series, how like Jango's DNA was degrading because I mean he died early on, so like it's only a little bit that's remaining, and so they need a new source. Which to me, I don't know why they just don't find somebody else, but whatever. And so now like we get Tarkin and presumably there's Vader and the Emperor are like getting away from the clones and now they're looking for the Stormtroopers, the guys that we see in like episodes 4, 5, and 6. So I think it's actually kind of interesting to see that military strategy of getting out of all of these like hired ones and asking people to help. Because if they're willing to help, it's more control over them. And then as we get into like Rebels and like I said, into episodes 4, 5, 6, Resistance, stuff like that, that's where you see more of these like brainwashed people rather than genetically created people. So that's like what I got from this episode. Wrecker and Omega are just like so adorable together. Like he's so like because he's more of a child than she is really, and just him like we're gonna die, we'll be fine. Like their banter back and forth is great, and then her getting her own room at the end is just super sweet. So I am excited to see like what bigger role she plays in this. I'm curious to see if they'll try to bring Crosshair's back, like if they'll like try to erase his programming chip or whatnot. And then I'm still kind of curious to see if we'll see like Rex or Gregor or Wolf. Like we know those three are alive in Rebels, so I'm curious to see if we'll see those three in this, along with like Ahsoka doing like the fulcrum personality. So overall, I'm still having a lot of fun with it. It's slow going, but it's really interesting. It's a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing, and I'll see you guys next week.